Hello, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer1745 here, and I'm sorry for the lack of Hearts of Iron 3 content, or real proper content, for some days now, because we abruptly ended the previous series. Unfortunately, you can, of course, look at the video, and I may still do a capstone and thing to that. I just sort of held out hope that I would get some support in a timely manner, and I'm not blaming anyone because I know real life gets in the way of things, and my timing isn't what everyone's concerned about. So and also my timing of my real life work and things just you know, all sort of bunched up and didn't easily let me transition. And you know, as I'm making this on Sunday, Saturday was the live stream day, so you know, that's many hours of live streaming and getting ready for it and doing that, so that, you know, takes time and all that stuff. So a couple of people are pressuring for me to play it on harder than normal levels now, and this is a video about that, and I want your feedback. One wanted me to on GrowFaz, you know, the god awful whatever it stands for, super hard levels. I tend to want to play on normal difficulty levels. Why? Well, what I would like is something that matches history as close as possible, because for many years of my life, going way back, you know, daydreamed, you know, whenever you sort of get a down moment, waiting, you know, somebody's late and you're waiting for them or whatever, you're just driving in your car. What if did something different in World War II? Has long been a theme in my head. You know, what if they had made a timely withdrawal from Stalingrad, or what if they had pursued actual production of the Heinkel jet, which isn't as good as the Messerschmitt jet, but get that going just to get some decent jets up in the air early on over Germany. You know, what if kind of things. And so that is very much in why I want to play Hearts of Iron, because it's also cool. I grew up playing Micro Armor, and I was literally the youngest person in the room, playing, and often by far playing Micro Armor battles, you know, tank battle. And that was just a tactical thing, and even so young, I didn't necessarily get the whole idea that by the time you get Jag Panthers in the game, you know, Germany's already basically lost. I was just seeing that as a tank battle thing, you know, these tanks versus those tanks, and they're shooting at each other, and you know, you're moving them around the tabletops and kinds of things like that, sometimes on sand tables, sometimes on really nice sort of modular foam things, you know. So I learned a lot going on, and so that sort of tactical level is just a, you know, a tactical skill level. This level is what if history. Now, and yes, this video is very much partially just filler, but it's also to get your feedback. I really do mean that as well. So I really do realize that we have bad AIs. If the levels of difficulty were just the you know, how smart the AI is, maybe even how much the AI cheats, as in seeing what, you know, what's going on, you know, it's, you know, intel of you, you know, do you have anybody, you know, where are your ships, where are whatever, you know, stuff like that, as opposed to you know, cheats, as in gets super special bonuses that, you know, in combat or something. And so I would gladly play on harder levels of stuff once I got my basic competency down, because part of my thinking is, you know, well, what if Germany made some smart moves? Then the Allies would make different smart moves. That is very much looking at this. Now, this is on hard black ice with hard Hearts of Iron 3 difficulty, hard, and I knew it would add a lot of difficulty, or add a lot of like industrial difficulty and things like that. But this is sort of what is killing me here. Is we have hard black ice and hard difficulty, both +8 and +7. So you've got, you know, 15 revolt risk right off the bat, and I've already had one revolt down here that, I mean, literally in the first day or so, we had a revolt down here on South Palu. Oh, that's them. And so, okay. No, extra hard. I think that may be Django trying to, I don't know if you're hearing the text talk at me. Over Steam chat. I'll get to him in a minute. And so, if I've got to garrison Japan heavily, and we can come over to this map here, to, you know, garrison it heavily to try to deal with this, we have revolt risk, 34% revolt risk right there. And I'm not even sure why we're having 34% revolt risk, or what's that all? Or I guess maybe it's, oh well, okay, it's that plus Stern Imperialist, which is that a plus 50%? No, I don't know. But I'm not exactly sure why. So we're being hammered for our resources as well. So I want your feedback. I haven't obviously started really playing. I'm just test playing. So you've got, well, I don't know how long you've got, because I've got to start this soon. So feedback as soon as possible. And I also, probably most of you have tuned out by now, but one of my goals is to have a nice Pacific War. But as I forget who, sorry, I forget the names, you know, didn't want me seeing, you know, pounding down through the US super early, because I'm playing, you know, it's just super easy for me. Yeah, I get that. And so I'm thinking I'm just going to stick with Hearts of Iron 3 hard, but Black Ice normal, but up some of the hard allies, and as opposed to easy allies. That means you know, it's harder for me to deal with them, that kind of stuff. So improve some of the China harder, as opposed to make my internal difficulties so hard. I want to try to sort of booster my opponents, at least my opponents, more so than I'm not going to make it hard for Italy and Germany, because they're playing AI versus AI, so I don't want them to be stomped and then the rest of the world come and stomp me. So that's what I'm thinking. Please, I do want your feedback. So thanks for watching. Thanks for liking the videos. If you're here and you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. And like I say, I very much want your feedback. See you next time for more Hearts of Iron.